is among the best in the world. In time, given time, he might be the best in the world. He is without a doubt the best Canadian-born racing driver ever. He is Gilles Villeneuve. They are here thousands of miles from family and friends because the center of Gilles' life has always been speed.
I always liked speed, more or less. When I remember being, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years old, and telling my father all the time to go quicker or to pass the guy in front in the road, or I just loved speed. And in fact, I first drove when I was like 7 years old, sitting on my father's knee in a Ford 1956 or something like that. And he was letting me drive alone, just the steering wheel, of course. And I was loving that. And the first contact with racing pretty much is at the stock car racetrack, which was close to Berthierville, the town where we were living at. And I was at about 12, 13, 14 years old, I think, at that time. And of course, I liked that very much. And a friend of us was driving a stock car. You know, it was very Mickey Mouse stuff, if you want, but I loved it. But the contact with real motor racing only came like when I was 17 with Saint-Javit-Mont-Tremblant. And right away I thought that's what I want to do, but it was very far away and a very difficult thing to achieve because you need so much money to do that. But before that, I got involved in snowmobile racing in 1969 for a dealer in my town. And the machine was very good. And in that first year, I won, I don't know, 6 or 7 races. And it was quite a good season. After that, I went for a different factory, directly for the factory. And that's when I started driving across the States and across Canada. And the big success came in like in 72, 73. That's when I was Canadian champion first time and world champion in 74. And because of that, in 73, I made enough money in purse so that I could afford to buy a Formula Ford and get started in motor racing.
Gilles' first taste of international success came as a snowmobile driver and designer of this unusual machine. And Gilles believes that racing snowmobiles and later cars in a rough northern climate has helped his Grand Prix technique.
Yeah, through my career, I'm sure it helped me very much because especially the snowmobile racing. In fact, almost any form of racing is good, even if it's go-kart to start with or whatever, because it gives you the, the racing spirit, you know, the willing of doing better, of surpassing yourself or handling traffic because there's people around you trying to go as quick, so that's very good.
In his early racing days, the money was tight. But now he drives for the best.
Well, Ferrari organization, I'm sure, is one of the best. It is the best, I'm sure, because we have all the facilities over there, testing track, and Ferrari is the only manufacturer really making all this product. Engine, gearbox, chassis, everything is made at Ferrari, or almost everything. I would say like 95% of the car is built at Ferrari. So that's why the Ferrari people are, I would say, different than the other. They really love their car, you know, they believe into it. And each driver, we have our mechanics and chief mechanic. Usually at the racetrack, we have 1 chief mechanic each and 3 mechanics on each car. And those 3 mechanics change at every race. You know, there's two crew, if you want. They go at the shop preparing for the next race, and the other come to the race and so forth. We have also the engineer, which is Tom Maini, who is the track engineer, if you want. That's mainly with him that we discuss after doing a session or after 10 lap. I come in the pit and discuss with him what change I want on the car or what the car is doing, and he suggests me we should do that, and we discuss it together. And above all, there is Mauro Forghieri, who is a designer and pretty much the boss of everything. And this year, who comes at pretty much all the races also. And I also discuss the matter with him. And Mauro is phenomenal on the power of analyzing the situation. You know, like if we have 4 different tires, different compound, and we've tried different suspension, so he can quickly point out which combination will do the best and all that. He is phenomenal on that. Of course, he has a super experience.
And how does Gilles deal with the possibility of death?
Well, I'm sure I had some accident, and luckily I never got hurt, except 3 years ago when I broke my leg. I'm sure one of those days, I mean, I hope not, but maybe I will have a big accident and be broken everywhere, and that might happen. But I have a certitude that I'm not going to get killed in a car, if you want. Why, I can't say, but that's a feeling I have. But of course, I don't like speaking about it much or saying it, because I don't want to push the luck on it, you know, but that's a feeling I have.
Maybe he will be lucky, maybe not. But whatever the future, a driver's time is primarily dedicated to his demanding, dangerous craft. His family, his friends must come second. Gilles is devoted to his wife and children, Jacques and Mélanie, and to a few close friends like his manager, Gaston Parent. For a Grand Prix driver, interludes like this must be squeezed for every drop of pleasure they contain.